This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
The first thing that Cyberpunk needs to do, in my opinion, to start getting back on track is to fix the goddamn AI in this stupid fucking game, man. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I have encountered the same AI interaction or voice line or watching them do the same passive action numerous times in a row. People have already brought up the police system in the game, so I'm not going to elaborate too much on that. I will let you go and watch much longer and better detailed critique videos talking about that. But, of course, I have to mention they need to fix the police system. The fact that the police do not chase after you in cars, the fact that they can detect that you've committed a crime whenever no one's in like a mile radius, the fact that you literally can run a half a mile. Not even, and they're gone. They don't try chasing after you. And they have such high advanced technology, they have the fucking combat drones and shit, man. Use that! Murk me! But I will happily get my ass handed to me by the police in that game if it meant that it felt like I was actually being a cool, lawless mercenary, man. It's a shame. They're definitely gonna fix it, because I think it's the biggest complaint besides performance issues right now, but nonetheless, come on CDVR. When you compare the world of Cyberpunk to other games that have come out this year, especially on the interactive level, for example, Yakuza, compared to Cyberpunk, it really just shows you how much this game missed out on, man. Like, don't get me wrong, they are two very different types of game. I know Yakuza goes for a much more slice of life type of open world, but whenever Cyberpunk is being branded as a game that you can live in and fully immerse yourself in, there needs to be shit to do besides kill people, man. Like, yeah, sure, I bought the game to kill people, but I didn't buy the game just to kill people. I want to walk around. I want to go, I don't know, go actually eat some noodles. I don't want to eat it through my inventory. I want to go to the bars and actually get to know people. I want to go to the bars and see the same people there, the regulars, learn their stories, learn their backstories. If I go to the bar where Rogue is, am I going to see Rogue? What's she doing? Can I hang out with her? Can I get some drinks with her? Like, there's just such a disconnect from the player and the world. And I really think that CDPR needs to focus on finding ways to make the world more interactive. Whether that's through a varied side content, way more side content instead of the same 3 recycled mission types over and over again. Things like Grand Theft Auto have, where you have things like bowling, or hanging out with friends, or going on dates, things like this. The narrative of the game really puts a hamper on this, because you're apparently dying and you need to hurry up and get fucking Keanu Reeves out of your head.
In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head.
I don't know, man. Make a post game, put it in that shit. And I mean, speaking of living in the game world, I mean, the lack of character customization in this game is it's disappointing. I'll censor myself. It's disappointing, man. The car customization, none. Even though there's a trailer that specifically shows you cycling through different parts on a car. Yeah, there's none of that, which I find baffling. I feel like car customization is a staple of open world games where you can spend the most expensive investment in the game are the goddamn cars. It's like 1.3 trillion eddies to get all of them, and you can't even make them look the way you want. It's I don't know if it's an oversight. I don't know if it's a design choice. But I don't think people are happy with it. I'm not happy with it. And on top of this, gun customization, implant customization, post-game start character customization. The fact there's no barbershops, man, like, oh my god. I feel like I have to reemphasize. I love this game. I love parts of this game. This world is incredible. The story is good. The voice acting is fantastic. Graphics, gunplay. I'm a fan of all of this, but it's just so surface level. It's a really wide field, but it's like 1 foot deep. You can't go anywhere. And it's upsetting to see, especially with the way that it was advertised. So, understandably, people are upset, man. I mean, clearly myself included. But I don't think it's too far gone. I don't think the game is like... Here's what I mean. I'm very specific. Because there's 2 games that are just like this that I play to this day. Star Wars Battlefront 2 and No Man's Sky. And I don't think it's going to be like either of those games. In my opinion, both of those games had huge comebacks, huge turnarounds from both the actual game perspective and the community perspective. People are now fans of those games, and on the Star Wars Battlefront 2 aspect, people are damn upset that the game is being discontinued. But that's another video. I'm going to be talking about that down the line. Anyways, however, these 2 games had really, really horrible launches. I mean, we don't need to talk about No Man's Sky. We remember that. Battlefront 2 was bigger for its microtransactions crisis. But I personally pre-ordered that game. Mistake, I know. I pre-ordered that game, downloaded it. Horrible fucking performance issues on my PC. And at the time, I thought it was my PC's issue. So the same night, I went and I bought it on my PlayStation. Still didn't work, same performance issues. $120 down the drain in one night for a game that did not work and was not good on launch.
Sector is clear. Not clear. Not clear.
But anyways, I'm rambling. I need to stick to topic. What I mean is that these 2 games had bad launches, but over the course of their runtime, they both improved dramatically. And in the case of No Man's Sky, is still improving. The community is very vocal in how they feel the game should be taken, and with those games, the developers owed it, and the companies owed it to these fans who wanted these games and continued to play these games despite their shortcomings. The developers owed it to these people who were playing to deliver, to follow through on what they initially promised.
Which is just absolutely insane. It's truly bizarre playing on today's Xbox, and it also drops to 20 frames.
I think this game can have a huge community following. I mean, as we know, it had 8 million pre-orders before the game was even released, and a lot of people have asked for refunds, but there's still a drastic number of people who are playing this game. Last I checked, it was still in the top 10 on the Steam play charts, so I think that this game has a following that are super willing to stick with it and be outspoken about how they feel the direction this game needs to go.
Intracranial pressure is stable, heart rate 2, reprieve for now. Alarm's still strung tight. Any lights start flashing, I'm jacking you out.
So if you did watch this video in the full and you made it to this point, I want to thank you one-on-one for getting to this part. I just started up this channel, as you can see. My name is Gumbo Huncho. And by normal type of content, I do not aim to make videos as raw as this. But I just really wanted to quickly push out my thoughts in 2077 so I could delete the damn stupid game off of my hard drive. But anyways, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you leave a like and drop a comment if you want to, but no pressure on that front. Anyways, hope you have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Suffered serious injuries. Police have a suspect.
Responsibility, personal.